Hey, what's up, guys? It's K Cola.
It's Marcel.
And Austin.
And we have our special guest, Jay Ryan, in the house.
Hi, Jay Ryan.
What's up?
And we are Who Hurt You, where we talk about tops and bottoms.
Oh my god, that was what? And we're not talking Tupperware.
We're
We're not talking Tupperware, okay?
Austin, what else did we talk about?
I don't know.
Last time you said
always,
designer pillows. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
because it was
No, we
next
need
to
to
me.
go over
and-
this, bitch.
yeah.
Who hurt your pillows? Hug it, bitch.
I ain't no idol, I'm a lighthouse, I set everybody free.
So today, guys, we're going to talk about something super important, and that is why we need to heal before we start dating.
Mm-hmm.
So important. And Marcel, do you want to start?
Why I gotta start? But okay, so.
Because you're
He's like, hold on, I got a bunch
sprightly.
of stories.
You
but,
are sprightly right now. I'm feeling this energy.
Okay, yeah. My chakra was down, but we up again. Hey, we live. Okay, so. When it's coming to healing in relationships, look, I look at it like this. The longer you've been in the relationship, it's going to take you a little bit longer time to get over this person. However, we don't want to do it the wrong way. Don't hop under somebody unless you want to, but just don't like create.
Don't listen to him.
No, but don't keep doing it.
He will
Don't
have you under somebody immediately.
No, I won't.
After
Well, look,
you-
it might be fun to some memory and a story because I got a lot of those. But even with that being said, it's like it's okay to take a break if you've been through a very traumatic relationship
Yes.
where you feel like you lost your soulmate
There we go.
or someone that you're really deeply connected with.
Yes.
Like what I was saying with that before she threw me under the bus is sometimes we like to get over people by getting under people.
Right.
And sometimes it feels good, but it doesn't really feel good.
Yeah. It may feel good like right in that moment,
Like
but
when
when was last time? Are you in a relationship?
I'm not. I'm like the furthest thing from a
Okay.
relationship.
Oh, wait.
Like I say that just because like I haven't had a real relationship since like high school down there.
Damn.
Like I've had close encounters,
How
but
old
they
are
all.
you?
I'm
I mean,
31. Yeah, I've had close encounters, but they always end up fucking up somehow. Like it just doesn't.
Okay,
What's your
so
sign?
they always end up
I'm a
fucking up?
Taurus. They do.
yes,
They always fuck up. They always fuck up.
That's some Taurus shit
So
to say.
you had no fault. You had no fault in it.
No, and the thing is, I'm the type of person like I can admit when I'm wrong, and I could see where I went wrong.
Okay.
What I will say is my only fault is being too short with people. My friends say that I don't give people enough of a chance. Like I'm
my
so quick to just cut
God.
you off and move on.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
So you just cut all your relationships like cut it.
Yeah, I'm like done. Like you fucked up.
Oh.
Cause the way,
You about to get real.
Because the way I view things is like this. Like if I see signs in the early stage that something that will bother me even way more down the line, then it's like, why prolong that? You get what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like, why bring that into something and you get more comfortable and then become more crazier later on? When I could just
We were
be
going
like,
to talk about
I'm
that.
done.
Why do we ignore the signs?
Yeah. And
Well, yeah, I kind of tend to hope and think that things are gonna get
Nah,
better.
sis.
you would want to, but then it's just like, and then I'm picky. I find like the smallest things. I feel
Okay,
like
so that's an issue
I
we
feel
need
like
to work
in sex-
on.
Yeah, I
You
know.
don't want to
I
be the
know.
old
I
bitch.
think
You
I need
don't want to be
therapy.
the old bitch. They got to pay for it, okay? We got to adjust this. You gotta,
No,
that's
for
why you're
sure.
here. We're here to talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
this
for
and heal.
sure. Like, I feel like in sex, I'm like looking at a person like, oh, I can see myself with them, and then right after, I'm like,
You can't base things just off sex.
No,
okay?
I'm just saying, like in that moment, I do
Okay.
be feeling like, damn, I can see myself with you, and then right after, I'm like,
And then the next
this
thing hits you
bothers
up.
me.
You're like,
This bothers me.
Oh
this
my God,
bothers
me too. I wonder if that's a Taurus thing.
Probably is.
I get so bothered and annoyed and turned off by like the littlest.
The
Like
smallest
what?
thing.
Examples. We need examples, guys.
Like
Bam.
acne, like when
Damn!
I'm saying like little shit like that. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't date anyway with like acne, but I'm just saying like little stuff like that could bother
Chewing
me.
food, the way somebody chews food,
Teeth,
like
hygiene.
a whole. bunch
Hygiene's
of-
a big
how
one, though.
someone
Like,
smells
that's a
is
big
so
one.
important.
Yeah.
I like the natural musk smell of a man.
I hate that.
But not like all day, every day.
I hate that with a passion. I don't want
You
to smell
want
any
cologne.
musk.
That's
at
like
all.
my- that's
I
like
need
my
to smell
hormone
soap,
for
water,
me.
and cologne. Yes.
Cologne.
That's like my hormone for
Yeah.
me. Like fresh from the gym, but like not like stinky fresh. Like,
I know
stinky
guys
time.
that are like that.
Yeah.
I think it's so gross. Like nothing against what you like, but I'm just like, I don't
Judging,
want to
okay.
whip from nothing.
So you're super picky. So that's why you've been single. So I mean, obviously you've taken your time to heal from your last relationship. 'Cause you were in high school.
Damn, like
Have you been hurt
Okay,
at
so
all?
no. So the close encounter, I feel like was like a relationship.
Okay.
It
What was
just
that?
we never called each other boyfriends or whatever.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like we never got to that phase. That was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
did that require a healing, a cleanse?
It did. That hurt. I didn't know I had feelings like that until that situation. Like, I didn't know that I could be hurt by something because I was so used to just being like, all right, fuck you, on to the next. But I didn't know, and you know, as a Taurus, we're not the type of people that want to cry. We're not going to cry in front of you. Like, we pretty much harbor, like, our feelings and, you know, hold it in. And that, like, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like,
okay, Jasmine,
I didn't care who it was. The only reason I got out of it, like, right, a bitch got snatched. But, like, I got out of it because, like, my birthday was, like, right around the corner, and my friends band together and did, like, all this dope stuff for my birthday. And, yeah, that's how I got out of it. And I got out of it by contacting that person.
Okay.
Instead of...
So closure.
Yeah, because I did block that person and do all that shit. But then I end up reaching out myself and then just saying, like, look... Because he ended up hitting me up on my birthday. And I felt like that was, like, a segue to be like, look, this is how I feel. You fucked up. We'll never be friends. Ooh. But, like... the person you're fucking with now, like, maybe you shouldn't be a jerk to that person. Okay. Like, I was almost nice to the other person.
Yeah, that's good.
Because they didn't.
Because you were like, bitch, good luck.
Wait, so
right.
did this guy kind of, like, cheat on you with the new person?
So I met this guy at a friend's party in LA. We were literally, like, sitting on the couch at this party. From what I know, and he was straight. I wasn't trying to... I don't holler at straight men. Like, if you say you're straight... I'm not gonna make that move on you. Yeah. But he was really funny, French guy. We were like making conversation. It was cool. I left the party. He ended up asking to come with me to Aroma Cafe, where we went and had tea, and we ended up talking, all that stuff. Chemistry was just bomb, like, and he was fine. And so
most French men are.
That night, I am not the first move type of person.
Why are you lying?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I can already tell. Why
like,
not trying to be cute?
I'm not the first move type of person. No,
Stop trying to be PG.
I'm so serious. Like. If I know what it is, then yeah, I'll be the first move. But in this case, like I didn't know what it was. I don't like question marks, you know? So I remember afterwards, he was like, okay, you take me up to my car. And like, so we got back to his car. And when he was getting out, he like gave me a hug. And then he was like, all right, I'm going to town, but I'm going to hit you when I get back. I was like, all right, cool. And then he gave me another hug. That second hug told me.
That second hug was a little deep.
That second hug told me like.
It was like, wait, it was a waiting to exhale hug, huh?
Yeah. So it was like, go for a kiss, which is something that I would never do.
Yeah.
And so I did, but when I ended up going for a kiss, I ended up kissing like the corner of his mouth.
Those are so cute little moments.
And I felt so stupid after.
But those are the cutest little moments.
And then he kind of laughed.
Those are the cutest little dumb moments.
So the nigga got out, and then like I remember I was like punching my steering wheel. Like, why did I do that? Like,
not the steering wheel.
Yeah, like why did I do that? Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, so the nigga went out of town, whatever. When he came back, like we ended up running into each other in the club, and like he was very like affectionate in front of people to be like the straight dude, like. But we never like discussed like where is this going, what is this. We talked every day, like even when he went back to France, like every day FaceTiming, all this stuff. So finally, like eventually I was like, what is this? Like, don't play with my head. Like, I don't play those games. Like, what the fuck is this? And he basically broke down. Like, he was like, I've never talked to a guy before. Like, I've never felt this way about a guy before. Like, he was like, like giving me all the spiel. His best friend, however, was also talking to one of my friends. So my friend was like, yo, what's up with your boy? Like, is he like fucking with my brother's head? Like, what's the deal? And his best friend was like, yeah, he's just being nice. And I was like, nice? Like, nigga, you
hell no.
Like, nigga, you pursued me.
That
like, nice. Like, you came this way. I didn't find you.
Right.
So then it like bothered me. But then when they had got back to LA from France, the best friend came with him. And the best friend had given me a bracelet. And he was like, oh, this is good luck in my culture, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I made a joke. And I was like, damn, your best friend gave me a gift before you. Shady. Like, And then the best friend ended up telling me, he was like, at first I thought he was just being nice. But he was like, but after you made that joke about the gift, he was like, the next day he was like stressed, like I need to get him something. And the best friend said that told him, he was like, damn, like you really like this guy.
Yeah.
But the best friend said that they would never have that type of conversation.
Yeah, okay.
The best friend was like, he will never be comfortable enough to have that conversation with me. But he was like, but I see it now. He was like, so it's
like a tainted love where it's like a little, like I love you behind closed doors, but and not in public.
Right. So fast forward, but it was weird because he was with me and all my friends all the time, so they knew. So fast forward to like, let's say like a few months later, we end up going to Vegas. His birthday was right before mine. He's a Taurus as well. His birthday's right before mine. We go to Vegas for like fight weekend, and it was like a great trip. And that was like the first time we slept in the bed together, like. cuddling and shit. First time we like kissed, really.
You were the first time
Not
like
on the side of the
intimate.
mouth.
Yeah. Actually, we actually made
Really?
it. Right.
It was one thing you have to say.
I didn't go for it. He came to me with it. So.
Let him get in where he didn't.
So when we got back from Vegas, though, yeah, it was so bad. When we got back from Vegas, it's so crazy. I was at All Death Digital, the comedy show we were discussing earlier. I was at this comedy show and he texted me. He was like, "Yo, like I have to leave," and I'm like, "Leave where?" He was like, "I gotta go back to France," and it was just like, out of nowhere, like. After this great trip that we just got, like, and it was one of those things where they're like, nigga, you knew you had to go back to France. Like, why are you telling me the day that you have to go back to France? Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
So, like, it really threw me off, and it, like, that hurt, and I didn't know, like, why I was getting emotional. Like,
because
instead
you
of
like
just being
this
like,
person.
yeah.
Because we don't like
used
change.
to.
Taurus doesn't like quick, sudden change.
Yeah.
Like, we need to know and plan. And
It was
like,
almost
be
like-
prepared.
It was like that Vegas trip was so dope, but now that you're back home, it was like, all right, now the switch up came.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So it was like random and weird. But then something ended up happening with his flight to where he couldn't leave that day. So he ended up hitting me like, yo, actually, I'm staying for 4 more days. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take the 4 days.
Okay.
So the next morning, my friend was like, yo, I want to take you to breakfast for your birthday since I'm not going to be here on your actual birthday. Cool. We go to breakfast. He usually hits me up every morning as soon as he gets up. I'm at breakfast, like, haven't got a text, call, nothing. So then I see he posted a picture on Instagram.
Oh, I hate that shit. Like, nigga, really?
And so on Instagram, he's drinking tea, and then there's a girl behind him, which I didn't think anything of. I didn't even think twice about it. And I'm not the jealous type at all. Like,
I am.
Shit like that does not, especially with women, it does not bother me. Like, so I saw it, and my friends like having general conversation, and it is killing me. But I don't want to tell her anything.
Right.
Like, I really just want to leave. So then I look again, and I see a comment under the picture, and she says, "My honey."
Bitch, I know you was like,
which then made me click on her page.
Right.
So I click on her page, and her page was like, that's what bothered me the most. It was, you could tell that there was time spent with this person. It wasn't
Like, she had a
even
bunch of
that.
pictures with them
Yes,
together.
like they had days together,
that's
and it threw me off because it was like, well, how? You're
Right.
always with me, so like, when did you have time to hang out with this person? Like, you know, like that's what threw me off the most.
Right.
But it was like, I'm talking like skating in Venice, at this
Oh,
beach.
he's
here
a
on this beach, she's at the
situationship.
house. Yeah, it was like a real, like they were in a relationship.
He's a situationship type of
I'm
person.
just sitting there like screenshotting like everything.
Not screenshots.
I'm
You like
screenshotting.
receipts.
all the
Receipts.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting everything, and I'm still at breakfast with my friend, and I'm still not telling her anything. And she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just tired." Like, I'm lying. I just really wanted to leave.
Right.
Like, it was killing me inside. I'm like, "Fuck, I want to leave so bad." So finally, we end up wrapping up this breakfast. I end up leaving. I didn't want to hit him right away because I knew he would try to like, and you know us, like, girl, we were ready to fight. Especially in gay culture, especially with a man and a man.
I don't fight, but I mean, there has been a time when
I
someone
don't.
they ask
I'm not
me,
the fighter
and will
type,
still
but
get your
something
ass
like
beat.
that, like I feel like at that moment, that type of hurt I was feeling, I would have hit him.
Okay.
For sure, hands down.
Okay.
And because he's not from here, I really wouldn't have cared either.
Ooh,
Like, you know, like,
not
it's like
that
one
you
of
wouldn't
those
have cared.
You know, when you're American and you're from here, or even if you're not American, but if you are an American citizen, like, we know we can go to jail. He ain't from here. He not a citizen. He ain't got no green card, so I could probably get away with it.
Not you can get away. Why you admitting guilt?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, if he tried to press charges, I probably could get away with it. Like, you know, so...
That is so funny.
Nah, so like, yeah, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to be as natural as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
And he was like, where you at? I'm like, I went to the Beverly Center. And I was like, come up here. He was like, all right, I'll meet you up there. But he was like lagging and like drawing it out. So finally, I was just like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Right.
And I started sending them. And I was like, who's this? And he was just like, it's not even what you think. Like, trust me.
course.
Like, and I was like, well, what the fuck what am I supposed to think? She said, my honey, you have all these time spent together. Like, what is this? And then he was like, no, like, I'll bring her to meet you. Like, trust me, da-da-da-da.
You're like, I don't want that.
So he's like, no, I did. I was like, bring her. Like, you know, because I wanted to meet
Oh, you bold.
No, because I wanted her
This
to,
is
like,
messy.
confirm. Like, because as a woman, like, you're not about to sit here and go with the nigga and then be like, no, we're just friends, to another man.
Very
Because
true.
you're going to be like, nigga, you gay.
Right.
Like,
What the
but-
fuck? Like, you're going to be a little thrown off.
Right.
by it.
But like, my question with that would be like, bitch, how much low self-esteem that you got that you would a gay nigga? Like,
Right,
what?
but remember when I met him, he wasn't gay. Like,
He was
so
straight,
she's thinking he's
supposedly.
straight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's still underneath the closet or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Underneath the
That
closet.
nigga, girl, he
So-
in a
He's
situation.
underneath
he was
the closet.
Yeah.
he was bullshitting. So I DM'd her myself.
Oh!
I did.
Oh, you bold.
my God.
I said,
You
yo,
bold,
are we
bold.
sharing the same nigga or what? Like,
Ooh, not sharing the same.
Yeah.
No.
Mind you,
Really?
she's a white girl, blonde hair. Like
She was shook, huh?
She
shook
read
to the core.
she read it but did not respond.
Ooh, she
Of
was
course.
shook.
But she deleted all his photos instantly. So I knew right then. I was like, oh, this is what it is. So then I was like, where the fuck are you? Like, why are you bullshitting? He was like, I'm still coming. And I was like, you fucking lying. Like, I'm talking like 2 hours have passed. I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you. And I said it, and I knew I shouldn't have said it. I knew I shouldn't have said it because the moment I said it, he ghosted. Like he knew like, all right, I'm definitely not meeting up with you now. Like so. It just like it hurt, it broke me in so many ways, and like I said, I didn't even know I had feelings like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then like because like so many people were around at that time, like I felt like I couldn't let my emotions out.
Yes.
And every time I would talk about it, it felt like I wanted to cry, and I'm not the type that wants to cry in front of people.
Okay.
So I more so just like close myself off. Like I'd just be in my room, like just by myself.
Would you
like,
pretend like, oh, fuck him, instead of saying like, damn, this really hurts? Were you more on the side of like, fuck him, he ain't shit, I'm cool? Like, or were you honest about
I feel like it's
I
both.
tried to do that,
Okay.
but the problem was I couldn't stop going to look at his Instagram or her Instagram, and like.
They didn't block you by that point?
Nah, they didn't. And then like
No, I'm just saying.
That's
A lot
a
of
big
people
question.
my
block.
friends were like,
You can get a
block
ghost
them.
account.
I was
My
gonna
friends
say-
were like, block them. But I have this thing about like blocking people. I don't care to block people.
I feel the same way.
I want you to see me win.
Oh, not.
I want you to see me moving on and living my life. So I have this thing about blocking
Yeah.
people. Like I don't like if you block them, then they can't see like your glow up. So
Your
I just feel
glow
like
up.
nah, like I don't want to block you. I want you to see everything that you missed out on, and everything that you fucked up on.
Yeah.
So at that moment I wasn't. So 3 days have passed. Remember, he's leaving on 4 days.
Right.
3 days have passed. I'm still checking everything. Like, and every day I check, I feel like it brings me back into that mental space. So right when I thought I was over it, and I'm like, I thought I was good. I looked on her page, and she posted a picture,
Of them?
and it was him holding roses, and she captioned it, "When he's so sorry and begging for your forgiveness," and that killed. It like took me right back.
Wait.
down.
Did you do a Kill Bill?
Yeah, like that's how I felt. Like it took me right back in that
What a
space.
dumb bitch.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, and I felt like that's all I thought. I'm like,
You
I was like, you dumb
dumb
bitch. You
bitch.
hating a gay nigga? Like, I
Look.
Yes.
My situation, the bitch got pregnant by a gay nigga on purpose.
Yeah.
I was like, really, bitch? You got that much low self-esteem
No,
that you're
but I
literally
know mad
going
girls
to
that
be with a
do
gay
that.
man?
I mean, Kaylani just had a baby with a guy that's bisexual.
Yeah,
and
but
she's very open about
but
it.
she's low.
Yeah, she's bisexual.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my friend, guys. So.
Yeah. I love you,
I'm not
Kaylani.
saying-
Yeah,
I love
but
Kaylani.
no,
Like, that's
yeah,
my girl.
Some
Like,
girls are okay with it.
I'm just saying that I know people
Some
that
girls
do
are okay
that.
with
Yeah.
it, but I don't. I mean, why would he have to be sorry if he's getting her roses? Obviously, she cares.
This is the thing. I don't feel, especially about what we were just talking about, I don't feel like anything's wrong with that situation so long as it's put on Front Street.
No,
They both know what it is.
No,
Right.
she
And
literally
And
took
to
advantage
be
of
honest,
him.
I know girls that would sleep with me knowing that I'm gay.
What?
Yeah, knowing I'm gay, like, because I'm so upfront with it. What I feel like girls have a problem with is finding
The
out
closet.
later. Like, yeah, the closet thing.
The closet.
What?
And I know
it's just
girls that like
disrespectful.
half gay guys.
It's
a
just
whole new topic.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there are some girls. I mean, there are people who are. Or who will do open
So,
relationships. There are
Yeah.
people who.
And in this
It's all about
situation, the crazy thing is,
communication.
once I talked to him, I said, the crazy thing is, I wouldn't have been mad if he was fucking her. That's the crazy part.
You're
Like,
mad he lied. And
I was
he
mad about the time
ghosted
spent.
you.
I was mad about the time spent and that there was like a real relationship there. If he was just smashing her, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have minded because he ain't fucking.
But he never
you know,
mentioned
like,
any of that to you. So you
No,
don't know. Yeah.
and I think and
Wait,
that's
you
what I
say,
took.
wait, he wasn't, wait.
Like I'm a top, yeah. So he
That just
wasn't
switched the
fucking
whole
me.
narrative. So
Yeah.
her man was getting fucked by a man, but fucking her. So that's a whole other situation.
Well, we never had sex. We never.
Oh,
had
okay.
sex. Yeah, but if we did get there, yeah, I would have been fucking. Yeah.
I wonder what he told her
So,
to like get her to.
She
That
sounds
was the
stupid,
only
so she was
problem.
gullible.
Because I would be like, oh, boo boo, no.
So, look.
Go do your thing. Like
She sounded like she was with the
I'm
shit,
good.
so
They
she
got
sounded like she
married.
didn't care.
They got married.
Ooh.
They got married.
Oh.
They got married later on down the line. I found out.
They got
Um,
married.
But I know him. Like he's kind of sketchy. Like I think he married her for
Situationship.
She's a beard.
It's a
For
She's
situationship.
a beard.
It
Oh,
says
citizenship.
Situationship.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's real.
Yeah.
And a beard. I mean,
Was that
she
kinda
was
like your-
multi-purposed.
Was that kind of like your
Two birds,
first
one stone?
heartbreak, or like? Or
That was
like,
my first heartbreak. Yeah.
Okay.
That is traumatic.
Yeah.
That is
Like
traumatic
that
as
is an
fuck.
extreme.
There's a lot of girls involved in that.
There's so many layers to that whole shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, moving forward, like, I'm sure there are now trust issues.
So I tried not to become that person with the trust issues situation. The crazy thing is there's more to it too. So later on, it was funny because a friend of mine now, one of my homeboys that I actually met through the guy, who I thought was straight. I thought this was like one of his straight homeboys. Turns out
he's gay too.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so I go to this girl's house. For like a game night. I go to this girl's house for a game night.
Something else.
And her homeboy's there, and it's the guy that I met through my ex-fling or whatever. And so as we're having game night, it's fun. Everybody's like cackling and laughing. And he made a comment. He was like, "Yeah, Jay Ryan, this person's boyfriend." And me and this person weren't out like that. So I'm like, nigga, like, what? You stop acting like you know my business. Yeah. No, I didn't care, but I just felt like, what do you know? Like, you know, like, so he said it the first time. I kind of swerved it. Then like 5 minutes passed, he said it again. And I was like, "Hey, nigga, what do you know about me? Like, what's your deal? Like, is there a problem? Like, you know, like." And then he was just like, "Nah, like nothing. Like, you know, he just told me what was going on." And I was like, "But that's weird that he told you that, like, because he himself is still trying to act like he's not, you know." So that's the crazy part. So then I was like, "Are you gay?" And because I couldn't tell at this person, he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You guys had something going on?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Wow."
He still did.
So I asked the boy.
So wait, were they boyfriends?
They were talking.
Plot twist.
So I asked the boy, I said, "Can I see your text messages with him?" And he said, "Yeah, can I see yours?" Because remember, because they're European, it was like a WhatsApp thing. So in his text messages, it was weird. It was like, remember how I told you I was screenshotting the pictures of the girl and then sending them to him? He was doing that with me and the girl. Ain't that the crazy part? Like, so he knew about me, but he also knew about the girl too. So his messages had like photos of me, like put lines, like so it was like crazy. But I found out this like 3 or 4 months later. So I was like far over it, but it was just like crazy. Now me and that guy are like really close friends, so that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I hadn't seen the boy in like years. I actually ran into him this year at the Grove. I was walking through the farmer's market. He was with a girl, but no, they're done. They broke up already.
No!
They're done.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
So he married that girl and got divorced?
They got divorced. Yeah. He married her, got divorced, got his citizenship, whatever.
He's giving Tauruses a really bad name.
Yeah. Girl.
Look.
No, but that's not. You gotta think like these niggas are con artists nowadays.
Ooh,
the day and age that we live in. Because even the other boy that I found out about, I asked him. I was like, "But you knew we were talking, like, because I had seen him at Coachella." And I was like, "You guys showed up together and we left together holding hands." I'm like, "That didn't bother you?" And he was like, "It did," but he told the boy that he was using me to get to my celebrity clients because he had a clothing line.
Ooh.
And the boy was like, I believed him. And that was the thing. And that's the crazy part.
Is he an EG person? Instagram model type of situation?
No, he was like trying to pursue more so the fashion industry.
Okay.
But he was, and I remember he tried to gift Karuchi like hats and clothes, and Christina hats and clothes. Like he was gifting.
He's
my
a stylist?
friends. No, he was just coming up with his own Paris fashion line.
Okay. Off-camera conversation.
No, he wasn't a stylist.
I feel like there are gonna be so many off-camera.
I'm still about to go invest.
So yeah, no, I found out a lot, and
that is
it
so
was crazy.
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you heal?
I healed. Okay, so
this
I
is like
healed.
3 years ago, you said?
This is maybe 4.
Okay.
So I healed because, like I said, remember my birthday was right after this situation,
Yeah.
and my friends ended up doing like all this stuff for my birthday, and I just felt like it made me like laugh and have fun, and then I was over it, you know. And then we went to Vegas right after because my birthday is like it's my birthday then Memorial Weekend. So then it's like we left town right after to have more fun. So I think I got over in that process, and like I said, he hit me up, and I think me talking to him as mad as I was at him and as mad as I wanted to kill him, and like
wait, first you want to beat him up, now you want to kill
Girl,
him.
that's called love.
You gotta think because
That's
like
love.
you guys always did like a closure situation. Like this nigga did all this and then went back
there
to
was
France.
no closure.
He went back to France.
That's
So
not
it
like-
wasn't even like I'm gonna run into you
Right.
or nothing. Like you see, like
That
5 years
gives
later,
massive
3,
anxiety.
4 years later, I'm
Yeah.
barely running into this nigga.
Right, with a new
You get
whole
what I'm
new
saying?
bitch.
Right. So that's the crazy part. Is like I didn't have that experience. If he didn't message me, then I wouldn't have been able to like say what I needed to say and get it off. You get what I'm saying? And after I said it, I was just like, yeah. And I basically told him like, look, even though it wasn't real for you, it was real for me. And if you're gonna be with that girl, then do her right. Like don't be that person, you know.
Okay, that's
And he
good.
was like, And
But he
the crazy
still
thing
did.
is, he apologized about everything, and then like 4 days later, when I'm leaving Vegas, he was like, "What do you mean it wasn't real for me?" And I was like, "Huh?"
Wait,
that's
nigga,
that
what?
shit.
You
Yeah.
playing games.
That's that shit.
And he was like, "Don't say that." And I was like, "Bro, don't text me again. I didn't actually expect you to respond. I was trying to get this off my chest."
Right, don't open
But
up
you
the
also don't want to
wound.
get that asshole again.
Right.
You don't want me to bring that asshole back up.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't.
Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah.
So, are you open to love now? Or are you
Yeah.
open to...
I'm definitely like open to possibilities.
Mm.
I definitely feel like you shouldn't look for these things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're gonna find something that you don't want
Ugh.
because you're just
Or
so
get
desperate.
something you don't want.
Yeah,
Right.
that too. So yeah, I am open to possibilities.
Have you had anything close since then? Or like, I mean, I know you said you haven't been in a real like relationship, but have there been other
not
people
like
where
that.
you wanted to be like,
Not like
oh,
that.
let's
I
go
have.
there?
But like, you gotta understand, like when you work in the industry, like okay, so back in the days, I used to be like, I want to work in the industry, and I want all these niggas to be hollering at me. I want to be known, like like that is how I felt. It worked against me because if you don't work in the same industry as us, then people tend to think like, oh well, I don't want to seem thirsty by blowing you up too much, or I don't want to. I know you're busy, so I don't want to be the person
My,
that you
so
up.
so,
true.
my whole past, sorry to cut you off on
Yeah.
that. My whole past was affecting me into the industry for the longest time to where we weren't getting clients and people were bringing up my Instagram. And there was a group chat of a
Your
bunch
Instagram is so thoughty, by
No,
the way.
okay, look.
Guys.
Stop. No, stop. Don't put me on blast.
Don't
Stop.
follow
Hold
his
up.
Instagram.
Stop.
It is so thoughty.
Don't tell people not to follow my
Oh
Instagram.
my
Look, I was
God.
modeling swimwear and doing what I do, bitch. Don't do me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
But
all of
I
it.
get what you're saying on that part because when you're trying to be taken seriously in a realm, if you're doing shady ass shit, even though they're all doing the same thing, they're just not doing it publicly. It makes you come across in a certain type of
Well, and the
light.
industry's
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah.
And people get intimidated by it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
but back to what you were saying about that, like I've had guys who won't talk to me because I have hella followers or because I have
Yeah.
a
It's charity.
check, or,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna DM her because she probably has hella DMs. When it's like my DMs might just be dry because everyone thinks that my DMs are.
No,
That part.
and it took for one person to finally say it, and he was like, "Yeah, I know you be busy, and I'm really feeling you, but I just feel like, am I even on your level or this time?" And he like said it, and I was like, "Bro, like, I thought you weren't fucking with me, and I was like, because if you're not hitting me up, I feel like, oh, you're not feeling me, like, so
Yeah.
I'm already
I feel
on to the next,
same, yeah.
you know." And then they say like, "But I know hella niggas be hollering at you," and I'm like,
Okay, and
"Not really."
And why
No,
does
but
that
not even
matter?
really.
But okay,
Not even
you
really,
need to
that's
touch on
the
that.
crazy
Okay,
part.
what is the problem with this?
Why
Okay,
does
so
that
what?
matter?
Who cares if hella niggas holler or people talk to
Yes.
you? It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, people who get a lot of attention, all of that attention really doesn't matter. It only matters from one specific person that you
Yes.
really want the
Yeah.
attention
Yes,
from.
yes.
I get so much bullshit from other people, and I'm
Yeah.
like, the nigga that I want to be over here, that I'm
Won't-
crying over,
won't hit
that I'm over here
Right.
being a mess over, is the one not ignoring me. I'm like,
Ghosting.
yeah, like
Yep.
it's so annoying. Like we need to
Yeah.
stop being afraid and stop acting like children and start talking about our feelings.
It just goes back to the insecurity thing
Mhm.
and why we're doing this whole who hurt you thing and healing because
Yeah.
we need to stop playing these fucking games, being so insecure all the time, and like we're missing out on potentially
Yeah.
Very
really
true.
great relationships because we're assuming things about people instead
That
of
Yeah. I will admit to that. Like I for real have the. I'm from LA, born and raised.
Me
Like
too.
I
Me too.
really have
Me
the LA
too.
bug. So like
Yeah.
like people always say like, oh, LA people, if they like you, they ignore you. Like that is me. Like I'd be like,
I
oh,
never heard
bitch, my
that.
crush is over there. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing though. Like
Yes.
you know. But after that, personally, I might like 3 pictures just so you can like kind of see me maybe. But like I am that person. So yeah, like unless I get approached, like. I'm not I don't approach people.
I'm an opposite. So with me, like I flirt with everybody, but for me to know that you like me, you literally have to be like, Marcel, I like you. And I'm like, you do? Okay. But mine comes from a sense of being in the gay community, and like I predominantly hang around like white people. So I was always like a token, or most people didn't like black
See,
eyes.
my situation is different.
Yeah.
I'm so far from the gay community.
Okay.
I'm gay, but like I'm not like the gay club goer.
Mhm.
Like I'm known more on the straight scene than I am the gay scene.
Okay.
I almost feel like the gays feel like I'm not accepted there.
No,
like, I hate to say that,
no,
but it's
and,
just,
like, I get what you're
it's
trying to
never
say.
been my world. Like even like club hostings, like I just for the first time hosted a gay club, but like I'll get booked at a straight club. I'll host One Oak. I'll host like all the straight clubs and have a following there, and that's because primarily my following is all women. But yeah, it's the craziest thing. Like I've never associated well with the gay scene. Like I'll go out every now and then, but it's very rare.
Okay.
I'm like the complete opposite. So maybe that's also why I don't like know how to like approach
Do you
these
guys
niggas?
feel like?
Not these niggas.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I'm just so confused at this point because I feel like for me being a girl, like guys now expect me to approach them, and I'm very old fashioned.
Yeah,
I'm very
I'm
like
old-fashioned too,
I
too.
want you to approach me. I'm very like I'm an alpha female, but I'm also very feminine. Like I want my door
Yeah,
open.
me too.
I want
My alpha
like
female. I'm like a weird breed because I want a little bit of both. Like I said, I am the top in the relationship.
Okay.
However, I don't want to have to pay for the dinner every
Yeah,
time.
like, okay, so
just
let's-
because I'm the top. Like, you know,
okay, look, no,
Hey,
look, okay, look. So breaking that even down, like me being more on the bottom side in the relationship kind of situation, I like being courted. I like you taking the initiative. I don't want to always have to be strong. I'm a Scorpio. I'm strong in every other element of my life. I want someone to be like, Marcel, shut up. I'm like, okay, daddy. And you shut up real quick.
I
Type of
want
situation,
you.
but don't get crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type of situation. What about you, Offset?
I
Are
think
you
it
an
goes
alpha
back.
female?
Yeah, I'm an alpha female. But honestly, it's kind of like you were saying, like, people are so insecure. It's like, if you are confident in yourself, like, that's what I try to focus on, is like,
Do you
I don't-
get at girls? Do you get at girls? Or do you let them come to you?
You know he be hitting at the chocolate sisters when he got that sauce in him.
to me, it doesn't matter because I'm me, and if I fuck with you for who you are as a person, like,
So you hit on
I'll go
girls.
out.
You'll get
Yeah,
at a girl.
Okay.
I'll hit up a girl, or like, if she comes to me, I don't think that's weird. Like, it's whatever.
You don't think it's... I just
No.
think that guys nowadays are so fucking like spoiled. They expect the girl to come to them.
I don't
and, like,
expect it.
It's a lot of
Oh,
bitch
well,
ass
that's
niggas
the- it
in
is,
every way,
it
shape, and
is.
form to where
Yes.
the roles are kind of reversed.
Yes.
And guys want an independent woman. However, they don't want you to be too independent. However,
Yeah.
they don't want you to
Yeah.
like they don't want to have to court or pay or do
Yes.
anything.
the-
Like
what
nigga,
the
what?
fuck is that shit?
Like, huh? Like how with me, how I justify dating? I'm like, look, to you asked me out, so you should be paying for it.
Yeah.
Hello, that's
Yeah.
just proper
Yeah.
protocol when it comes to going on a date.
I agree with that. I also feel like the other person should always try though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reach, you know, like try to do the reach at least. Like don't
I
make me
know,
feel
I
like you
do
didn't
that.
try to pay.
I've
Maybe
done
you might
that.
reach for something else later.
I have a thing with dating.
I've done that and guys have gotten offended.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I like that. To me, that's like a boss move.
Yes.
But
I be
so
thinking
my
that
thing
and
is,
then like, no.
like, I can almost always pick up the check. The problem is, if a guy splits a bill with me, then you have no chance with me on the second date.
That
If you
part.
allow me to pay the bill, then you still have a chance. That's the crazy thing. Like, if I know that you tried to reach and I was like, no, I got it, and you're like, you sure? All right, cool, I got the next one. Cool, you still have a chance. But if you say, like, yeah, just split it down the middle.
What? I'm like
yeah,
instant
no,
drive,
no.
like gotta
Done.
go.
Done deal.
Make my shit to go. I'm
Right.
good. Let me order an Uber. We're good.
Yeah, no,
Have a nice
I'm
one.
not,
Deuces.
I'm not splitting shit.
That part, thank you.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna let you pay, and it's not because I like think that that's just what you have to do. To me, it just shows the type of character for someone to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like to ask me out and then to be like, oh, let's split the bill.
Oh, I
Nigga,
have
what?
one better for you. So this guy hits me up and was just like, he DMs me and he was like, yo, we should hang out sometime. Like, would you be down to go to the movies? And I'm like,
I hate
all right,
movie
cool.
dates. They're so stupid.
See, this is why I don't mind movie dates. You ready?
You sit in the dark for two
Well,
hours.
but that's why I don't mind it because you meet a little bit earlier, and if the vibe is not right, then at least you have a place to sit and not talk, and then you be like, all right, well,
That's not
see
a
you later.
date though.
Well, that's why you meet up a little bit before for the date proportion of it. But
Okay.
so I was actually running late to this movie, and so at ArcLight, some ArcLights like they don't let you in if you're too
Yeah,
late.
if you're
you know?
late, yeah.
So he was like, I'm gonna just get the tickets, and he was like, so I'll see you here. I was like, all right, cool. Get there, park at ArcLight in Hollywood. When I walk in, he was like, all right, cool. He was like, so I got the tickets. He was like, can you just give me the money back for it right now? That threw me off
What?
so bad. It was like right away though. Like it was like so like.
It's like, before you watch this movie, I'm gonna need you to pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my
Run me my money.
Like,
No,
and so
what?
I was like, oh yeah, cool. I was just gonna pay for the snacks, but that's fine. Like, cool, I got it.
Ooh.
Like, but so
You still watch
so-
the movie?
Well, I actually wanted to see the movie, so that's why I didn't.
I would
mind.
have thought about myself. The fuck? Let me pay for my ticket.
Well, I already paid for it.
Thank you.
I did pay for it. Like, so like instantly, like I was like through. Like I was like, oh yeah, this ain't going nowhere. So cool. So we saw the movie, and then afterwards, like it was, you know, ArcLight Hollywood is like across the street from Lore.
Yeah.
That night, I think like Trey Songz and somebody was like hosting at the club. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go there after. And then the boy was like, oh, do you mind if I come with you? Absolutely not.
Nigga.
Like,
He was
so
trying to
you
get
invited
a
me
movie
out.
and clout.
You invited me out on a date.
Yeah.
You paid for it and then instantly asked for my money back, and now you want to go with me out
Yeah.
Like, that was like the weirdest shit. I see this guy all the time. I give him no airtime.
Dating
like,
is so weird, guys. Like, I haven't dated in several years because I was married, and then I immediately got into another relationship, and we were together for 3 years. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do, which is why I'm taking time to heal.
Yeah.
Because one, I'm still not over my last situation. Two, like, and I don't want to, like, make the wrong choice. I don't want to start dating and then,
but
like,
I feel like
pick someone who, like, kind of out of, like, I don't want to say desperation, but like...
Yeah, okay, but I don't think you should be so closed off. I think you should be open, but just take it a little bit slower.
I'm so closed.
I know you are, and you're still beautifully closed.
I think you're open if you jump right into a next relationship, but I also, by you saying that, because I remember you when you were married, and by you, the funny thing is I didn't know that you weren't until I was going to ask.
Ooh, really?
But I was like,
no.
So... What I will say is, for you to get out of one and jump into the next, you're a relationship person, though.
I am.
Like, those are those type of people that they're used to. Whereas I'm the opposite. I've been single forever, so it's easy for me to be like, well, fuck you, you know. But you're a relationship person, but that is bad.
Yeah.
Because it just means that you haven't got the time for yourself to, like, you know,
learn myself.
And you should date, though.
Myself,
you should date and have fun. Like, sometimes dating should just be fun.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
It could be fun if you don't have any expectations for it. Sometimes free dinner is just free dinner.
Ooh, I mean, look, I go to a lot of places for the food. Okay.
And a good time. Like, sometimes you just need to, like, actually go out
and show all this gorgeousness off. Let them see this energy. Let them see that they can't get it.
But you also
why do you keep doing that?
But you also need to do stuff that's out of your comfort zone. Like,
yes.
You don't need to just be going to, like, the local restaurants that you're used to. Like,
that part.
You need to go to different areas, like, and try new things or fun sports and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, switch up your type of dating.
Yeah, like,
it's crazy because I feel like I'm like a dating expert. Although I'm like,
we're gonna do the whole set. We're gonna fly there,
they're
let's
gonna
style
take me out, guys. They're gonna find me a man.
Yeah. See, me, what I'm learning for myself is that I gotta stop doing shit with my friends. Because I give my friends too much of my time, which is why it's like I'm in a relationship with them and they all have men, you know, like, and I'm the single one because I'm always available to them or I'm always
not available to
ready
you.
to go to everything exactly, and they're in relationships. But I realize that I meet more people when I go out and eat by myself because it is intimidating out here. People don't want to approach you if you're with your friend, but if you're sitting by yourself, like, I don't mind to approach you, you know.
Wow.
So, and even with traveling, like, what I will say is I meet somebody every time I travel. Like, here,
travel by yourself?
Here, yeah, I love traveling by myself.
Wow.
I know, I love traveling by myself.
I'm
so excited to travel myself.
Traveling by yourself takes
so
you out of your comfort zone. You'll do so much more than you wouldn't do. Like, I wouldn't go to a bar out here. I'll go to a club anytime and get a table. But I'm not a bar person. But when I'm by myself, I'll go to a bar. And then you'll start talking to the neighbor. It will make you do things that you wouldn't usually do. Because if you have a friend, you're just spending all your time with that.
Yeah, me and my friend get bitchy faces in the corner like...
Yeah, I feel like you're codependent on your friend instead of, like, you know.
Yeah, and you don't know how the friend's approach to... If I'm going to approach you guys, like... Say if I'm trying to approach you, I don't know what his reaction is going to be, and I don't really want his reaction. I don't need his,
you know,
no, she's good. You know, like, I don't need that friend.
Yeah.
When I'm out, I always get more hit on by women than men.
Really?
Because men are always said they're intimidated, and women are like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, bitch, I'm a person.
So, I think we kind of got a little off track, because I still want to get to, back to why it's important to heal first.
Yeah.
And I think you were saying something, I mean, really that I'm going to take into consideration. Like, I am such a relationship person, and, like, now I'm just, and I always say this, I've never just dated. Like, I've never just had fun, not had any expectations. You know, like, I'm always, like, looking, like, okay, is this person going to be, like, good long-term, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just being like, oh, this is fun, like, I don't have to take this so serious.
Are you the type that, like, literally if you were, I mean, I guess you don't really date, but, like, if you went on a date with someone, would you be like, okay, like, how can I figure out if this is actually going to work in a long-term relationship? Or,
no, actually, no.
Like, you could just take it as like, oh, I'm gonna just hang out with you.
Guys
I might not ever
actually
see
do
you
that
again.
to me. They instantly, like, want to, like, wife me. They want to, like, be...
Guys do that with me, too, which is the weirdest thing, but that's when I'm like, oh, I'm good.
I can never date someone and then it just be like, oh, we're just... Like, yeah, we're just having fun. Like, it's always like, okay, I'm plotting on you. How can I get you now?
Ooh,
like,
not plotting on
you.
you.
The crazy thing is, the guys that I just want to smash are usually the ones that are like, nah, like, I actually want to date and do this. I'm like, fuck.
I think it works like that with
I'm just going to put in work on this?
the universe plays tricks on us. It's kind of fucked up. So I still want to talk about why it's important to heal, because one of the things that I noticed, like with me, and when I got married, I got married because I was hurting over someone else, and I met a really good guy who was just good to me. I was not in love with him at all whatsoever, and I told him this, and I married him anyways because what everyone else thought, and I wanted to have a good guy. I'm so tired of these douchebag assholes, right? And so I get with him, and I'm fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand the relationship. There's no passion. Like, he's madly in love with me. I'm not in love with him. And I wasn't healed. And so I end up falling in love with one of my friends while I'm with this guy. And I end up hurting him. And I leave him. I tell him, I'm like, look, this is just not going to work. I want you to find a girl who's going to be madly in love with you. But it hurt his heart a lot, deeply. And I realized it was because I did not heal from my last relationship before him. I just got with him because I didn't want to feel that pain of like, oh, this guy hurt me.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna be with you because you're gonna distract me from that. You're gonna be a good man to me. But I don't really love you.
Yeah, but I feel like in situations like that, you have to ask yourself, like, what do you really want? Like, your truths, and really sit down and literally dig deep in yourself and be like, look, am I just doing X, Y, Z because I want the relationship? Am I doing X, Y, and Z because I want someone to be there? Like, you really have to sit there and ask yourself, what do you want? And once you tell the universe exactly what you want, it will deliver. That's what will come.
Well, and that's why I think it's important for us to like pause and not go from relationship to relationship, because again, I have been serial monogamous and I haven't taken the, like, this is the longest. It's gonna be a year. First of all, me and my ex broke up after my birthday. It was the worst thing ever.
So this time last year?
This time last year we broke up. It'll be a year, and this is the longest I've been single.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
So now that you're single, have you experienced being single?
Like
good clothes.
But that's the problem. But even just having fun, let's just say that.
So I
have a friend that was in a relationship. Like, they have kids. They were married for like 20 years.
Oh my god.
And she's newly single, divorced, and she decided that for herself. And like, but now she's like, she met somebody else that's like super sweet to her, and she's like, oh, I like this guy, he's super sweet. But then it's like, but then you also want to do so much. You want to like have your thought moments, because I mean, 20 years of your life is a very long time.
Yeah, like I feel that.
So like I was like telling her recently, like, look, like you're gonna end up hurting this new nice guy because you also have not experienced being single.
Yes.
So I was like, so you're at the point where you want your cake and eat it too.
Yep.
And that's fucked up.
Yep.
Because then in the long run, you're gonna end up being the lonely one.
Yep.
That's true.
Because you're not gonna be happy with either.
Either situation.
But you know what? Honestly though, to play on that, every relationship you go into, you learn something from it, and you have to go through that relationship for a reason.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hurt no more people.
No, not even like hurting. Like, you can be in a relationship with someone and it run its course, and you don't have to hurt.
I agree with that, because even with that little situation, even with my like situation. When I was going through like my hurt, all I could think of was like, am I a bad person? Like, you know, like I had those thoughts, like maybe I'm not nice enough to people, and I feel like it did change me and make me a little bit nicer to people and open to other people, and like stop being like, you know, like I joke a lot, I clown, but to some people that can be considered bullying nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, but like
my comedy is bullying, so I had to like realize how to like stop doing that, because I felt like, is this why this is happening to me? You know, so it could change you, and it is a lesson.
Yeah, and as well as, like, I feel like if you've loved someone before, there was a reason why you love them. Like, my ex-husband just texted me a couple days ago, and I was like, oh my god, Chipmunk, I missed you. A little bit. I was like, oh, how have you been? Like, type of situation.
A little bit.
So, it's just like, don't shit on the beautiful moments that you did share with them, because you guys were together for a reason. Yeah. So, you have to take that into consideration, taking your next one. That's why I say, like, take time, heal in between relationships, because it allows for all your truths to come out, all your faults, as well as all of his faults and all his truths, and it allows you to be able to not necessarily build the perfect relationship, because no relationship is perfect, and we need to stop trying to build these perfect relationships.
Absolutely.
Shit is going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to go left, but you need to be able to make sure you pick the right person that's going to be there next to you.
And like, you can't. I think it's harder to pick the right person if you are blinded by this veil of pain. Like, I think when you have your clarity and you've taken your time. First, to know yourself, because I think the biggest issue was I didn't know myself, so I didn't know what I want. I thought as long as I had a good guy, I would be good. But
Yeah.
that's not enough.
It's
Like,
not
there
enough.
has to be so much more. Or I thought I had to have passion and be madly in love with someone. That's also not enough. There has
Passion,
to
you
be-
can't have passion all the time.
There has to
Because
be
you're just
a
gonna have a bunch of
balance.
stretch marks and a bunch of kids, girl. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay.
There has to be some sort of balance, and you
Yeah.
have to learn what you want. And as you grow as a human, that what you want could change.
And you know what the thing I don't like is that everyone wants to run away from things when the little things happen.
Yes.
When we need to stop doing that. We need to break the cycle, and you need to start allowing people to let you show every side of them, because that's what builds the vulnerability
Yeah.
that you ever
That's
create
me.
vulnerability.
That's
That's
me.
that's me
That's
too.
me.
You
I'm
said
the
that earlier.
runner.
I'm like, I'm so.
Yeah.
I wonder if
I'm
it's
so the
because he's a
runner.
Virgo. That's the Earth. We're all Earth
Yeah.
signs. I'm wondering if that's like an Earth sign thing. Because like for me, I'm just like, oh, you did this. Oh my god, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like all mine run out on me like that. Like they don't give me my chance to be like, let me slap you, but then let me love you.
It's kind of judgy.
Yeah.
It's kind of judgy, and I think
Damn,
that
that's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm so that person.
You
Yeah.
need to work on that. That's why
Yeah.
you're here. You're here to heal.
I mean, I feel like I'm at the point now where like it's a mix of things. Like because I hurt, like I was married and like I hurt her.
We were all
Heroes married yourself.
But then I also had a relationship that fucked me up and I got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, every person that I look at, I'm either like, oh, I don't want to hurt you, or oh, you're gonna hurt me. And I
Yes.
just like that's all I
Oh,
see
okay.
now. And so
Yes.
I'm like, man, and I'm also picky, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm
it's
gonna
a
just- I'm gonna be
lot.
single
That's
forever.
why I can't date, because
Right.
I'm like,
No, you can't
you
date.
get
You're
on
just
my
not
nerves.
open to date.
you get on my nerves.
We gotta
But-
stop that.
So, do you travel?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself meeting people when you're out of state? Because I find myself meeting somebody.
I feel like
all
my
the
next
time
husband will
when
be
I'm
from
out of
France or from Europe.
Oh,
Like I feel
right.
like
A
mine.
psychic
Right.
told me that.
I feel like mine will be from
A
Europe.
psychic told me that my man was gonna be of European descent and he's gonna be a Sagittarius.
Ooh, that was direct.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, that. First of all, me and Sagittarius don't go well together.
Hey,
I'm a
you never
Taurus.
know. You never know. Never know. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get out of your comfort zone. Stop picking the same old type, because that's probably why we're in the same cycle.
That's true.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I don't want to like. Ugh.
Look, gotta be
A lot of
open.
people are trash. Like I'm just gonna say it.
Look,
Like,
okay, a lot of people are trash, but someone's trash.
A lot of
Be your
people are
treasure.
trash.
Yes,
I feel like
it's hard to date.
social
if a lot
media
of-
fucked up everybody.
Yeah.
No, social media did ruin
Yeah.
relationships. Social
Yes.
media ruined a lot
Social
of
media made me
relationships.
better, but fucked up everybody else. Because I was able to realize how fucked up I probably was.
Exactly.
By
Same.
looking at
Yes.
I'm not doing y'all.
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
I feel like
self-awareness.
I was able to teach myself, but
Yes.
now nobody else has taught themselves.
Yes.
Not nobody else has taught themselves.
Dude, these niggas is crazy.
They are
Really
though.
bad
They
at
I
are.
swear, you
Really
could
bad.
get you a broke nigga, and he is just as
No.
them
Yes.
broke niggas
The
are
ugly
just
one.
as bad.
The
No.
ugly one.
No, you
The
will find
ugly
a broke
one.
fine one that will act like a rich one, like as if he has
No, first
like
off,
he has any strings in this
An
relationship.
ugly little dick nigga will be talking to you, treat you disrespectful. Like, nigga, your dick is not even big enough for you
These
to talk to
niggas
me
will
like
not
that.
even have
You
a
need to
car.
relax.
Yeah.
They will
what?
sleep on somebody's couch, but talk to you as if
Yeah.
they are just
Yeah.
the dog.
Because they
Like,
got a bunch of other bitches they talk to that are saying
It
yes,
is
daddy.
crazy.
And that my
And I
dearest,
really-
is why I don't date.
No, she's going to
No,
date.
no,
We're gonna
I-
open up.
These
I
niggas are such
cannot.
frauds.
Ooh, okay, but I feel like there's some non-frauds out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of y'all out there, but
Somewhere
there's
over
some
the rainbow.
non-frauds.
And I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for the non-fraud.
Me too.
I'm like this.
So I'll be on my
I'm
own.
like, I have an open mind, but like I said, I'm not looking. At this point,
Same.
I am just living my life, having my fun, and if
Yes.
somebody
That part.
comes along, then
Same.
cool, I will be open.
Yeah.
But the door
You
is
know.
open.
The door's
people.
open, yeah. But I have lost all, like, not all, but I've lost a lot of.
You didn't lose all of it. I feel like I can feel your heart. You just
I
lost a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. I lost hope for a cool minute.
Girl, I know
Yeah,
it came back.
I'm
It came back.
looking
Look at it. Look at it. Look
I got
at
rid
it.
of my dating apps and everything. Like, I deleted everything.
Yeah, because
Like,
honestly,
I
I was
deleted
like,
all
I feel the same way on that one. I feel like if you really want to take someone seriously, you want to find a real one, you're not gonna find it on an app. However,
I realized
that's
that
just
recently,
kinda,
though.
but that's
Like
kind
2
of
weeks
just
ago.
that's just the era we're in, where everyone's on apps.
You know why I thought this about the app? Because I had like all of them. I had Jack's, Grindr, Tinder. This is what I realized with the apps. The apps, at first I used to love it because I'm like, oh, you can pick and choose, and then you can you can conversation with them, and then you can decide whether you want to meet them. What I realized is it is making us pickier because you'll find this pictures are pictures. Like I'll be like, I don't like his high profile.
No, I put
I'm
mine on
good.
filter.
You
Look,
can say like,
5'9",
and that's the thing.
170 pounds.
Photos are filtered.
True.
and like all this stuff. So it's just like what I realized is that we nitpick photos though.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, I could be looking at my husband and be like, I don't like his haircut.
That's what I'm saying. You
I don't
gotta
like
be
this.
open.
I don't like that. So I'm just like, I'm good.
open.
And that's what I realized, that apps are kind of working against us.
Mm-hmm.
So I deleted my apps.
The ones that have gotten me the unconventional way.
I'm gonna hang out with you guys, and
Okay.
you guys are gonna take me out, and we're gonna have fun.
Yay! And we're gonna make them bounce.
Apps are good for hooking up though.
I don't know. Like, yes
Did you
and no.
say make them bounce?
Yeah, make them bounce.
See, I told you.
You know, because you go out to gay clubs.
No, I don't go out. So I
See,
used
it's
to run
good
the
for me
streets.
because
I used
I
to
don't
run the
go out.
streets, but I don't anymore.
Guys, I just wanna. Can we go to dinners? Can we? Like,
Well, this is what I say too to the person getting out of the relationship. And I tell people this all the time. You have to put yourself out there in order to be seen.
Oh.
Nobody's gonna see you sitting in
Look,
your
look.
house.
Perfect
I
example of
know,
that.
I know. I know.
She's like, but it's so safe here.
Yeah.
It is safe
Perfect
here.
example is I went on a date with a guy. He ghosted me after, saw me out in public, texted me, was like, "You look good." I was like, "Thanks, bitch. I know. Have a nice
Right.
one." Boom.
But you do. You
Niggas
have to
ain't
put
shit.
yourself
Like,
back
you have
out
to put
there.
yourself back out
Because
there.
I feel like once we start getting older, we do get comfortable in our home.
Yes.
Like I remodeled my whole place. I love my couch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Like,
and
what?
then
I got
so when
nowhere.
people invite me out, it's like I was used to being out on the
Yeah.
scene. Now I just like I'm good. I'm just gonna cook and order and Postmates
Same.
and Postmates.
Same.
Everything
But you
is
can't
made,
do that all the time.
Everything is made now to make
to
us
be
lazy.
at home.
Yeah.
So what I realize is, in order to find somebody, you do have to put yourself out there. You need to go out and you need to enjoy the experience.
Okay, perfect.
And you need to just go and have fun, and hopefully somebody sees you. But don't go out looking for something, because then you're not gonna enjoy your time, because you're gonna be in there like
So the message is,
is he here?
be open,
Is she
but
here?
don't be looking.
Yeah.
Don't
Be
be bobbing and
open, don't
weaving.
But make yourself seen.
Yes.
And don't
After you heal, though.
After you heal, and also all attention is not good attention. So always remember what you're doing to get your attention.
Yes, that's very true.
Because you don't want to fish and catch something.
Let us know what you guys think, guys, in
Yeah.
the comment box. Make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you follow J Ryan. Do you want to give them all your Instas?
My Instagram page is @JRyanJL. That is JRYANJL. And then follow my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, which is All Day J Ryan on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
for
Yeah, I hope you guys
thanks for having
heal.
me. Yeah.
We love you, and we hope you heal.
Yes, let's heal together.